Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Mortal Kombat. And it's Saturday, so we're doing versus. We are comparing 1995 Mortal Kombat to 2021 Mortal Kombat. So, hey, let's just start this video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Movie Time with Chris. The channel devoted specifically to movies, movie birthdays, movie reviews, trailer discussions, box office predictions, and some special videos along the way. Now hey, if that sounds like something that you're into, if you love the movie reviews, if you want the trailer discussions, if you love to compete in box office predictions, if you just love movies, subscribe to this channel because you're going to get all that content and then some. Now today, as I mentioned, we are doing a versus video, and it is Mortal Kombat versus Mortal Kombat. So,
round one, fight.
Yes, round one, fight. Okay, so let's start out talking about the original Mortal Kombat. And you know what? Let's go ahead and watch the trailer for it. So, trailer, hey, wake up. Go.
In each of us, there burns the fury of a warrior. In every generation, a few are chosen to prove it.
One of you three will decide the outcome of the tournament.
Three strangers will travel to the mystical realm of Outworld to defend our people against Shang Tsung.
You will die.
And his forces of darkness. In an ancient tournament, one more victory,
Your soul is mine.
and our world is theirs.
It has begun.
You can't run from me, Shang!
I don't need to run.
Combat begins.
All right, so Mortal Kombat 1995. Let's see, that one was rated PG-13. It is an hour and 41 minutes long, so it's 101 minutes. I'm not even going to say it. You know what I'm going to say about the runtime. And this was directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. This movie starred Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Shang Tsung, Sonya, Johnny Cage, you know, the usuals. But I've said it before in previous videos that, you know what, let's just watch the clip. What I've said before about this movie. Movies that should be remade, in my opinion. Number one, Mortal Kombat. I love the game. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the movie storyline wise, but the effects and some of the dialogue can definitely use an upgrade of today. I mean, the way technology is now, visual effects, they can do so much with that movie and make it unbelievable. You know, let's make a video game movie that's actually a success. And I think you could do it with Mortal Kombat. so many great characters. People would love to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and remake the movie. Give it the effects it deserves. It'll be a hit. Mortal Kombat, April 16th. Now, Mortal Kombat, the one that's already out, is a guilty pleasure of mine. I do secretly enjoy that movie. Don't tell my fiance, because I always make fun of it to her. But I do enjoy Mortal Kombat. And I've always said that it needed a remake. With technology of today, they could do great things with it. So I'm super excited to see what they do with this remake of Mortal Kombat. So yeah, my girlfriend at the time, who's now my ex, loves the original Mortal Kombats. Actually watched them more frequently when I was with her, and kind of grew fond of this movie. It's a guilty pleasure movie of mine, you know. I'll watch it. It's like Starship Troopers, or the original Karate Kid. Don't like to admit that I like those movies, but secretly I do. Mortal Kombat 1995 is one of those. So I do enjoy it, and I've said it before, again, that the movie is good. It just needs a remake because of where technology is now compared to where it was, you know, what is that, 27 years ago? Compared to where technology was then when they were making this to where it is now, the effects could have definitely delivered. And maybe this has been in the works that whole time, or maybe someone listened to my video advice and they remade it. So we're gonna do Mortal Kombat 2021. Let's watch the trailer. You're awake now, so cue.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds. The target had superhuman abilities. It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known. As Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung Lao. Lord Raiden. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground, we will not fail. Kill them.
Wins. You fucking beauty.
So that's the Red Band trailer. And that trailer broke all kinds of records. Let's see, it clocked 116 million views in its first week, becoming the biggest Red Band trailer of all time, besting the 4-day mark of Logan and Deadpool 2. So people were excited for this movie. People knew that it needed a remake. The game has been doing great. I never got to play Mortal Kombat 11, but Mortal Kombat XL. I did play that one. I beat it in a matter of days because I was just hooked on it. So yeah, with the popularity of the game still going, people wanted to see this movie. So they gave it to us. It was directed by Simon McQuoid. Came out on 4/23, so yesterday, Friday. It's rated R. You can watch it on HBO Max with a subscription or in theaters. And this movie again stars Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Shang Tsung, all the good characters. This one is 1 hour and 50 minutes, so it's 9 minutes longer than the original. It does fall under my range of what I want lengthwise in a movie, but it's definitely on the low end. So in this round one, based on what we get with the trailer and the runtime and the records that the trailer broke, we're going to give round one to the remake Mortal Kombat 2021. Hey guys. If you haven't taken a minute to subscribe, make sure you do that. It's free, takes 2 seconds, not even a minute, and it helps me out. So show some support, subscribe, and hit that like button. Let's move on.
Round 2. Fight.
Round 2. Fight. Okay, so we're going to talk about the movie. Now, the storyline in the original, and even the storyline in this one, you know, I feel like it's a little slow moving at first, but they have to set up the world, set up the story, and that's expected. So I'm okay with that. I am. I did prefer the way people were introduced in the original compared to this one, where with the remake that came out 2021, you know, fans that have been looking forward to this are watching this. They know these characters, but they kept doing the stupid introductions of each character where it's like, oh, look, that's Liu Kang. And then he'll say his name, and it's like, oh, that's Kano. And, oh, you know, like it's just, it wasn't as smooth, I felt. And I don't know, I didn't like the introductions of the characters, because again, we know who they are. And even with Sub-Zero, I think one of the great things about Sub-Zero in the original was that he didn't talk. And Scorpion, he said, you know, whatever it was, get over here, come here, you know, but that's what you get from the game. So I get it. With this one, it's the original was based more on the arcade game where, you know, you play the arcade, you learn the characters through there, and you got to know them. So when you watch the original, you're like, okay, I know who these characters are. I know that they don't really talk, blah, 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 blah. This one is going more off the newer games where, you know, you see these characters as they're progressing and they do talk, and I get it, they're going to talk in this one, but I don't know, the introductions and everything with them, just, I didn't like it. I felt it didn't go smoothly. So yeah. Also, with the movie, a dislike I had of the remake was I felt it was too rushed. It was trying to get sequences in to set up a sequel. Whereas with the original, you don't get that. You know, the movie finishes, and yes, they finish it setting up a sequel where, okay, but if you just watch the first one for what it is, you can enjoy it. You know, the movie's called Mortal Kombat. It's a tournament for the fate of the world, and you get that in the original. They have the tournament where, you know, Outworld has won 9 tournaments so far. If they win one more, they take over the realm of Earth. And it's like, okay, we get that tournament. That's what we want to see. That's what the whole game is based on. That's why the game has round 1, round 2. It's a tournament. This one, they tell you the same thing. Outworld's won 9 tournaments so far. They need 1 more to take over Earth. But there's no tournament. The tournament never happens. It's just fighting. And I feel that isn't staying true to what Mortal Kombat is. They even say it in the movie when Sonya's talking to Cole and she's talking about, all these myths about a great tournament for the fate of the planet called Mortal Kombat. We never get that tournament. We never get it. So they lost something in that. So I've got to give round 2 to the original Mortal Kombat.
Round 3.
Now let's talk about my likes. The remake was a good movie. It was exciting. It gave you the effects that I wanted. The effects that I was asking for when I did my video 3 years ago talking about the remake. They gave it to me. They gave me the effects that I expected, the effects that are more true to what you get in the game. The gore, everything like that. You get it. I mean, the game is, mature for audiences. Well, the original was rated PG-13. This one's rated R for the gore and violence. It's true to what you get from a violent video game. So the effects were definitely better than the original. I don't know if the fight scenes were better. They're kind of a tie, but you get more of the fatality and flawless victory and the things that you've come to expect from the game. Liu Kang wins, flawless victory. Kung Lao wins, fatality, whatever. That's what you expect with the game. That's what people love with the game. So to give that to us here, we're going to give round 3 to the remake Mortal Kombat. So my final thoughts on Mortal Kombat versus Mortal Kombat. The remake is a good watch. It's exciting. It gives you action. It gives you most of the characters that you enjoy. If you play the more recent games, you are missing some characters. But like I said, they move this movie so quick, setting it up for a sequel, that you're going to get the rest of the characters in the sequel. So yeah. But overall, they did move it kind of quick. And maybe there's something nostalgic about it. Maybe it's, heartbreak talking. I don't know. But part of me enjoys the original better. Or maybe it's just the fact that I always like originals more than remakes. So part of me enjoys the 1995 version of Mortal Kombat better than the 2021 version of Mortal Kombat. But if you're looking at the way movies are today and what you come to expect, if you watch the original Mortal Kombat, which I did, I watched it on Thursday in preparation of this video today. I watched the original Mortal Kombat. You can find it on Peacock TV. So Peacock is free for users, and you can watch Mortal Kombat on there. So you could watch Mortal Kombat on Peacock and the remake on HBO Max or in theaters, and you can compare them yourself. But if you're watching the two, yes, you will kind of laugh at the original because of the effects and, the dialogue. But the video game doesn't have a lot of dialogue. The original arcade game, this setting, doesn't have a lot of dialogue. So, yes, the dialogue and the effects are a little cheesy. But overall, I think the story was better. The remake is more fitting to current video games where the effects are amazing. The dialogue is still kind of cheesy because it's a video game, but it's not as bad. But the story just isn't as good. So while the remake did get the win in the 3 rounds, that was just this one fight, this one battle. But overall, for the war, I gotta go with the original. But those are my thoughts on Mortal Kombat versus Mortal Kombat. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, make sure you check out the Instagram, Movie Time with Chris, where you're going to get little snippets of everything that's going to come on the YouTube channel. Speaking of the YouTube channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell, because you don't want to miss any future videos that are going to be on this channel. Also, I'm on Twitter, so make sure you follow me there, Movie Time with C1, where you're going to get a heads up of everything that I'm going to talk about on all my platforms for the day. Follow me on Twitch, Movie Time with Chris. I do Amazon watch parties. I will be doing one every week. So follow me on Twitch and we'll watch a movie together. Make sure you go to my blog, www.movietimewithchris.com, where you're going to get a more in-depth analysis of everything that I talk about here on the YouTube channel. And lastly, if there's ever a topic you want to hear about or a movie that you want me to review, email me, movietimewithchris@gmail.com. I'm going to check that email multiple times a day. I will not miss your message, and the topic you want to hear about will be in a future video on this channel. But until next time, stay safe and take care. Mortal Kombat!